This man was indicted on a capital charge and is now on trial for his life. I am Magette, and this is To Kill a Mockingbird, adapted to the stage by Aaron Sorkin. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I shall be brief, but I would like to remind you that the case of Mayella Ewell and Tom Robinson is not a difficult one. Now, it requires no minute sifting of complicated facts, but it does demand that you be sure, beyond a reasonable doubt, as to the guilt of your defendant. Now, the state of Alabama has not produced one iota of medical evidence suggesting that the crime Tom Robinson was charged with ever took place. It has instead relied upon the witnesses of two testimonies, which have not only been called into serious question upon cross-examination, but have also been flatly contradicted by the witness. Now, I have nothing but pity in my heart as for the chief witness of the state, but my pity will not extend so far as to put another man's life at risk only to satisfy guilt. And I say guilt, gentlemen, because it was guilt that motivated her. She tried to do something every child has done, to take the evidence of her offense and push it away from her. Only she is no young child pushing away stolen contraband, no. She felt the need to take the evidence of her offense and remove it from her world, of her life. And what was the evidence of her offense? Tom Robinson, a human being, a man. Tom Robinson was the daily reminder of what she did. What did she do? She tempted a Negro. She did something unspeakable in today's society. She kissed a black man. And so, gentlemen, you have here sitting before you a kind, quiet, humble Negro man who had the unmitigated temerity to feel sorry for this white woman, and his testimony is being put against those of two white men. Now, the state has made their case to you, gentlemen, confident that you will go along with them on the assumption, the evil assumption that all Negroes lie, that all Negroes are immoral, that all Negro men are not to be trusted around our white women, which we know to be a lie. A lie black as Tom Robinson's skin. You know the truth, and the truth is this. Well, some Negro men do lie. Some Negro men are immoral. And some Negro men are not to be trusted around women, black or white, but this truth is one that is applicable to all humans and not to any particular race of man. There is not one person in this courtroom who has never told a lie. Not one person in this courtroom has never acted immorally. And there is not one man in this courtroom who has never looked upon a woman with anything but desire. One more thing, gentlemen, before I quit. Now, Thomas Jefferson once said that all men are created equal. Now, there's a tendency in this day and age to use this statement to satisfy all things, regardless of context. We know not all men are created equal. Well, some are born richer than others, and some born into more opportunity than others. Well, some ladies bake better cake than others, and some men make more money than others. But there is one institution, one human institution in which all men are created equal, and that institution, gentlemen, is the courts. In our American courts, the poor man is equal to that of a Rockefeller, the stupid man equal to that of an Einstein, the ignorant man equal to that of any college professor. And now, it's no ideal of mine for a court to function without error. No, no human institution does. But in our country, the courts are the great levelers, and in our courts, all men are created equal. Now, it is a fantasy of mine for a court to function perfectly. But for me, that fantasy is a living, working reality. A court is only as strong as the jury that makes it up, and a jury only as strong as the men who sit upon it. I'm confident, gentlemen, that you will review, without passion, the evidence that has been presented to you. Make a decision. Return this man to his family. In God's name, do your duty. In God's name, believe him.